Pros and cons of living in Tacoma, Washington are exactly what we will explore today. We will look at housing costs, jobs, safety, weather, and the real culture of this city. There is a major real estate shift happening here that might shock you completely. I also want to talk about a crazy weather fact that most people get completely wrong. Let us start with the overall cost of living and why it is a popular Seattle alternative. The average home price sits right around $500,000 right now. That is almost 30% cheaper than buying a house up north in the bigger city. Renting is also much more affordable for young professionals trying to save some money. When it comes to job opportunities and salary, there are huge maritime and military sectors. The local healthcare industry is another massive employer bringing steady jobs to the area. Let us walk through a real-world example of living and working in this specific region. Imagine you earn $80,000 a year working a standard corporate tech job. If you live in Tacoma, Washington, your housing takes up way less of your monthly paycheck. You might pay $2,000 in rent instead of $3,000 up in Seattle. But the trade-off is dealing with transportation and traffic along the Interstate 5. The commute north can easily take over an hour and a half during heavy morning traffic. Luckily, the regional light rail expansion is offering a brand new promising alternative. Let me pause and actually think about that daily commute reality for a quick second. Spending 3 hours a day in a car is a serious negative you must weigh very carefully. Now about that weather fact I teased earlier regarding the famous Pacific Northwest rain. Tacoma, Washington actually gets less annual rainfall than the national average each year. The weather and climate issue is not the heavy rain, but the long stretches of gray days. Summers are absolutely glorious with clear skies and amazing active outdoor conditions. When I first visited the city, I wanted to understand the safety and crime rate honestly. The truth is that safety is highly dependent on which exact neighborhood you choose to live in. Property crime rates are historically higher here than the national average statistics show. You must do street-by-street research because some areas are incredibly quiet and very safe. The people culture and language here create a proudly diverse and unpretentious daily vibe. Locals often call it Grit City, which perfectly describes its hardworking artistic soul. This identity shapes a vibrant lifestyle and entertainment scene that feels very authentic. You can spend your weekends walking along the beautifully revitalized Ruston Way waterfront. Point Defiance Park is massive and offers breathtaking views of the water and deep forests. The unparalleled proximity to Mount Rainier makes it an absolute paradise for outdoor lovers. Looking at the practical side, the education and healthcare infrastructure is quite solid. The University of Washington Tacoma campus brings a great youthful energy to the downtown. Top-tier regional hospital systems provide excellent local care options for growing families. I remember walking through the downtown museum district and feeling so inspired by the art. The local glass-blowing culture here is truly world-class and completely unique to this city. That detail really surprised me when I first moved to the Pacific Northwest region, honestly. Remember that real estate shift I mentioned at the very beginning of this video today. The future growth and quality of life trajectory is pushing property values up rapidly now. People are realizing they can get big city amenities without the massive price tag attached. This means Tacoma, Washington is evolving into a very resilient community for professionals. You get epic outdoor access while still building a very solid long-term career foundation. Here are 3 actionable things you can do right now if you are considering this big move. First, look up the exact zip codes on community crime mapping websites before you sign a lease. Second, map out your daily commute during peak rush hour times to see the true travel delay. Third, book a short trip in November to see if you can handle the dark and drizzly winter season. These steps will help you understand the pros and cons of living in Tacoma, Washington better. Finding the right home is not about chasing perfection, but finding the flaws you can live with.